Every single person, including myself, we all look at this and we see other people making money, and we all have that thing in the back of our head of, yeah, but
that was different.
Yeah, it works for Nick, but I don't live in the US. Well, you can't say that anymore because neither do I. Yeah, it works for Nick, but I'm not a man, I'm a woman. Yeah, it works for Nick because he speaks English as his first language, but I don't. But he's on this time zone, but I'm not, because he's comfortable with sales, but I'm not. Guys, the list goes on and on and on. And I'm telling you right now, when I heard this model for the first time, I was instantly hooked. I was attracted to it. I was like, this is the model. This is where I'm going to get rich. This is the one that is going to make me a very wealthy person. This. And I immediately was hooked, but I had my doubts. I didn't know the first thing about this little thing we call search engine optimization. I had no idea what search engine optimization was. I didn't know that's what you called it. I used Google, but I didn't know there was an art to it. I didn't know that it was a thing. I didn't know what the GMB was. I didn't know that your www, your website, was actually called the domain. I didn't know what an SSL certificate was. I didn't know that. I didn't know what content was. I didn't know how to build keyword lists. I knew zero about tech. Zero. The most techie thing I ever had was a BlackBerry. And I heard about this business model and I was instantly hooked, but my doubt was, I don't know how to do this. Jack the Stripper says, yeah, but I'm currently building an agency and just started to get clients. So I want to do this and incorporate this somehow, but time. I want to tell you right now, if you just started, stop what you're doing and take a hard look at where you want to end up, what you want your life to look at, how much money you want to make, and what you're doing right now. You're building an agency. I did the same thing. I made this exact same mistake, bro. I know that it looks sexy. Oh, this client's going to pay me $2,000 to manage his SEO per month. That sounds awesome. And you start making some money. And guess what? Then you start making some money. But guess what, Jack? You are trading time for dollars. You are breaking a fundamental law of wealth. And no matter how much money you're getting paid, you will never get rich. Until you build assets, you will never get rich. And I would tell you, if I could go back and do this again, I would stop chasing the sexy money, stop chasing the, $2,000 a month SEO, stop chasing the website build, $1,000 here, whatever. I would only do digital real estate. I would only do digital real estate, specifically flat fee deals for $1,000 plus. Yes, I would have grown slower in the beginning. I wouldn't have jumped to where I did because I needed that money. But you know what would have happened? I would have got to where I'm at today 2 years ago. But what I did is I did what you're trying to do. And I went and I collected SEO client, website client, GMB management, AdWords, this, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? I ended up having a job with 10 bosses. I was the owner, but every time my phone rang, I was stressed out. And if I had the business that I had a couple of years ago, where every time my phone rang, I was stressed about losing money, I don't know if I would ever be able to live that life. It was so stressful. I lost a client one time at SeaWorld, literally at SeaWorld, watching the whales do their thing. Got a call, had a client for $4,000 per month, SEO client. Got a call, looked at my wife. She knew what was going on. I walked out, client calls, hey man, we're done. Contract, the whole deal, should have felt safe, should have been safe. He's out. Now the vacation's ruined. Do I even buy the churro? Do we go to Disneyland tomorrow? Can we afford it? What am I gonna do? I'm not even spending time. Now I'm all doing is thinking about my replacement client. How do you live a life like that? Jack, before you go down that road, I want you to consume some of my content. You're making a grave mistake, my friend. And the people that go down the road you're going down will always come back. And all you're doing is you are prolonging the inevitable. You cannot get rich unless you build assets. Now, if you're somebody that has to have money to live, get the bare minimum. Go get one SEO client, 2 SEO clients, whatever it takes to pay the bills, and make sure that those clients, you also sell them leads, because I'm telling you, they will cancel. Every single bloody one of them at one point or another will cancel.